Things around the Mortal Kombat 2 movie are starting to pick up steam, and some of the leaks and rumors, along with the confirmations, are pretty wild. Been digging through all the leaks, rumors, confirmed news, everything, and there's a lot to unpack. Welcome to the channel, everybody. Jimmy, your Chaos. Today, we've got a lot to cover. New fighters, the actual tournament this time around, and some pretty wild rumors about who lives, who dies, and who might actually be coming back looking a little different. Stick around because later on, I'm going to get into a major rumor about one of Earthrealm's heroes that honestly could shake things up for a potential part 3. You're going to want to hear that. It's shaping up to be a big one, and I know we haven't even gotten part 2 yet, but that's kind of how it works. Drop a like, make sure you're subscribed, turn on those notifications, and leave me your comments. I read every single comment on every video. I truly appreciate you guys. We're about to get to 1,000 subscribers here on the channel, and I just love seeing the community building already. Now, let's talk about what's officially confirmed. Mortal Kombat 2 is set to hit theaters on October 24th, 2025. So you're going to want to mark your calendars for that. And Simon McQuoid, who directed the first one, is back. And Jeremy Slater, who worked on Moon Knight and the Exorcist series, is handling the script. To me, that's a pretty solid team. McQuoid knows this universe very well. Slater has a good track record with dark character-focused action. And Slater even mentioned they learned some lessons from the first movie. So they are aiming for something incredibly satisfying. That's good to hear, especially if you're a fan of the Mortal Kombat franchise. It doesn't really feel like just PR talk. It seems like they're acknowledging the mixed feedback on the 2021 film, especially some of the story choices. So the fact that Slater is openly talking about learning from the past suggests that they're really listening to what fans want. So this could mean a sequel that leans more into the established lore and the characters, which the early positive buzz from test screenings seems to support that. They're looking to build a stronger franchise by addressing those earlier criticisms. Now, who are they building it around? Who's returning? Well, pretty much everyone who made it through the first film alive, and even a few who didn't, but we're going to get into that a little bit later. We've got Lewis Tan as Cole Young, Jessica McNamee as Sonya Blade, Ludi Lin as Liu Kang, we have Brooks as Jack, we have Asano as Lord Raiden, we've got Chen Han as Shang Tsung, Joe Taslim as Bi-Han, get ready for Noob Saibot, it's going to happen, and Sonata as Scorpion. It's a strong lineup already. But that's stacked, but it's going to get even bigger. And of course, the big news is Johnny Cage. Johnny freaking Cage. And we've been waiting for this since the tease at the end of the first movie. He's in. He's being played by, I think, the perfect casting in Karl Urban. To me, it just, that's hitting the nail on the head. Casting pretty much set the internet on fire for good reason. I mean, the first look at him, they look good. He's got the look, he's got the vibe. Ed Boon, one of the creators of Mortal Kombat, said Urban is adding his own flair and it feels fresh. Describes Cage as a washed-up Hollywood guy thrown into this magical, ultra-violent thing, which is what we remember. The director also mentioned they want Cage to have more depth and not just be completely silly. This is interesting because it shows that they're aware of Johnny's comedic side, but they're aiming for more. Karl Urban is great at playing characters with an edge and having some hidden layers. So the approach could give us a Johnny Cage who's both funny and surprisingly capable, not just a walking punchline. I mean, it's about finding that balance. And get this, Boone also teased a ridiculously hilarious introduction for Johnny. So it's going to be fun. We'll see. I mean, what's the first line going to be? $500 sunglasses. I make this look easy. Give me your best guesses in the comment section. Now, let's talk about the Outworlds roster. It's getting a serious upgrade this time. We've got Adeline Rudolph as the Princess Katana, and from what we're hearing, she's going to be a pretty focused central character, and some leaks even suggest she's a chosen one, and that the movie may shift focus on her and Johnny. If it's true, it feels like a deliberate shift. The first film centered on Cole Young, an original character which got mixed reactions. So focusing on a more established fan favorite character like Katana or Johnny Cage is probably a smart move to connect with the hardcore fan base. Then we've got the big man himself, Emperor Shao Kahn, played by Martin Ford. And yes, he looks the part. The first image of him was pretty menacing. And leaks say he's done well and is an imposing threat. To me, that's good because we need a Shao Kahn who's genuinely intimidating. We also got Toddy Gabriel as the assassin Jade, Katana's ally. Here's a big one. Damon Harriman, who voiced Cabal in MK1, is playing the sorcerer Quan Chi. Now, he's definitely a character to watch out for. You bring in Shao Kahn, Katana, Jade, Quan Chi all in one film, and that's a pretty big roster. Now, Quan Chi's inclusion is particularly interesting. His necromancy skills are going to be a perfect way to explain how certain characters might return and set up a more complex plot. It's also cool seeing Damon Harriman get a major on-screen role after voicing Cabal. Now, that's a rundown of the heavy hitters, and now here's the reason you're going to get so many. The plot details. The official plot confirms the actual Mortal Kombat tournament is happening. Earthrealm is down to its last chance. 9 losses. 1 more, and Shao Kahn gets to do whatever he wants with the Earthrealm. We've been here before. We've seen it. No pressure on the good guys. This is the setup many have been waiting for. Ed Boon even said there will be a visual representation of who's winning throughout the movie, kind of like a scoreboard. I mean, it sounds cool. I'm not really sure how they're going to do that. If it's like the video games, it means the tournament isn't just the background noise. It is a central part of the story, which should ramp up the tension. Now, I'm going to give you a major spoiler warning here for this next part. So if you don't want something potentially spoiled, you might want to click off the video. These are from alleged test screening leaks, mostly from Reddit, so take them with a grain of salt, but some of these are pretty interesting. First, King Jared, Kitana's father. Apparently, he runs into Shao Kahn's hammer early on. Pretty brutal way to kick things off. And remember Cole Young? One specific leak suggests Shao Kahn might also take him out. That also lines up with other rumors that something happens to Cole which will delight the Cole Young haters. If that's true, that's a bold move. That could indicate the filmmakers are aware of the mixed feelings about Cole, and to shift focus, they just take him out. And that would also establish some levity to this, as in, you know what? Nobody's safe. And this isn't the get out of jail free card where they can just come back either. It would be a bold move, and I kind of like it. Also, Jax reportedly gets taken out by Shao Kahn's hammer. So Shao Kahn seems to be busy. Think Thanos back in Infinity War. They were establishing him as the dominant threat. What better way to do that than to take out main characters? Even Shang Tsung might not make it out, with Raiden supposedly dealing with him. This is interesting because another rumor suggested Raiden does kind of mess stuff up again. So we'll see. One of these leaks may be off, one may be not. But we are going to see some of these characters not make it out. But the one that could really set up Mortal Kombat 3, get ready. Now, Kung Lao got his soul taken by Shang Tsung. We know that. Kano took a laser to the eye, seemed pretty final, right? Well, apparently not. Both Josh Lawson as Kano and Max as Kung Lao are confirmed to return. Now, Ed Boon even joked that Kano isn't coming back as his twin, so it's not like some cheap twin brother storyline. However, Ed explained we deal with spirits in the Netherrealm and things like that. There are ways to bring dead characters back. I mean, that's classic Mortal Kombat for you. Who's a master of bringing people back from the dead and kind of hanging out in the Netherrealm? Well, that's Quan Chi. It's heavily implied he is the one behind all of these resurrections, likely as Revenants. That's going to be cool. The cast list even specifies Revenant Kung Lao. Now, this fits the MK lore where death isn't always permanent. The key will be if these returns have a real story impact or if they're just B-roll footage. And you have Bi-Han, the original Sub-Zero. He's going to be back. You got to assume he's returning as Noob Saibot, right? I mean, leaks suggest he's in for at least one cool fight scene near the end. So some fan theories even think Scorpion might have issues with Quan Chi over Noob's creation, especially if Quan Chi was the real person behind the massacre. I mean, disguised as Bi-Han? I don't know. If the movie explores Quan Chi's deeper involvement, it's going to get complex. Now, I've been teasing the rumor for Mortal Kombat 3. Let's get into it. It's about Liu Kang. We know Liu Kang is back, right? Some early leaks were pretty harsh, suggesting Shao Kahn impales Liu Kang and he dies. But a more detailed and frankly more interesting leak from a very reliable leaker on Reddit paints a different picture that could have huge implications for Mortal Kombat 3. This leak claims Liu Kang doesn't die. Instead, when Shao Kahn is about to finish him, Liu Kang teleports to the Netherrealm. His mission? To find the souls of fallen heroes like Kung Lao and bring them back, but free from Quan Chi's influence. Raiden apparently knows Liu is alive and on this mission, so if this is true, it's a big deal. This isn't just about survival, it's a heroic move that elevates Liu Kang and perfectly sets up a larger conflict. If Liu Kang just died, it might be a bit anticlimactic, but this gives him a major character arc journeying into enemy territory. It allows the films to explore the Netherrealm and establish a personal conflict between Liu Kang and Quan Chi for a potential MK3. So, I mean, let's try to piece together a plot prediction here. The tournament is central. Earthrealm is in trouble. Johnny Cage arrives, brings some humor, but also steps up. Kitana becomes a key leader, possibly fulfilling a chosen role, and according to one leak, might be the one to defeat Shao Kahn. Quan Chi is the manipulator behind the scenes, resurrecting warriors, probably revenants, maybe being revealed as the true cause of Scorpion's tragedy. We'll see if Cole Young actually dies, and if the leaks are accurate, things might not go well. Perhaps a heroic sacrifice. Climax? Shao Kahn's defeated, of course, but it's not a clean win. With Quan Chi's plan still in play and Liu Kang potentially on his Netherrealm quest, that sets the stage for Mortal Kombat 3. We could be looking at a full-on Netherrealm conflict, maybe the rise of Shinnok, or even a Deadly Alliance situation. There is so many different ways they could go. I mean, fan theories are also all over the place. People are hoping Cole gets a decent send-off if he does die. I mean, that Scorpion gets a significant storyline with Quan Chi and Noob Saban. Of course, Johnny Cage has to punch somebody in the nuts. There you have it, my friends. October 24th, we will get all the answers. It is setting up to be much better than part 1, and I'm pretty excited about it. Let me know what you guys think. I'll see you soon.